This video is sponsored by Epic Custom Vinyls of Elwood City, Pennsylvania. Epic Custom Vinyls does t-shirt orders of both smaller and larger quantities. They also do custom vinyl decals for everything from koozies to cars, as well as custom property signs. They handle all of our merch here at NerdWatch 2020, and we wouldn't go anywhere else. So check them out on Facebook, or call them at 724-612-8140 to set up your order. Now back to the video. Hey guys, how's it going? Old Pap here, and I'm back continuing my Omega Ruby Nuzlocke challenge. I have been taking a break here pretty much since the holidays. Now that they're all over and all that craziness is over, I'm ready to get right back into gaming. Expect an episode every week or two, probably like every 10 days or so. I want to say I really want to do a consistent schedule, but it's just about impossible with my schedule, my life schedule. So we're gonna move Wally over here. All right. Yeah, with work, I have no set work schedule other than that I work night turn. So we're gonna try and put an episode out every 7 to 10 days or so is what I'm shooting for. Anyway, I'm still doing the OG Blastoise Pokemon card giveaway. To get an entry, you can get multiple entries, by the way. Just go over to our YouTube channel, like the video, make a comment on the video, don't matter what you say. Every new episode that comes out that gives you another chance for an entry. I will be contacting the winner at the end of the series on YouTube. I will be PMing you on YouTube. So yeah, come the end of the series, make sure you check your messages on there, because that's how I'm going to choose my winner and contact the winner. It is the core set, like the first set of Pokemon cards version of Blastoise, but it's not a first edition. That would cost me an arm and a leg. I'm sorry guys, I love my viewers, but that's a little bit too much. Yeah, and then Kata is dual type, I believe. And so yeah, here we just beat the first gym leader. We just steamrolled her with Muddy Buddy, who I forgot to go to the Pokemon Center and heal. And yeah, now we're gonna go rescue the Pico, or the oh, what the heck, the Wingull, the dude nicknamed Pico, and we gotta go save it in the Whismur Cave. So, and I'm in a new area, I can catch a Pokemon here, so what I gotta do is I gotta be really careful, not to run into a Pokemon here, because I have a strategy. I'm gonna put on Repel before I go into the cave. That way none of these Pokemon in the grass trigger an encounter, because there are Whismurs out here in this grassy area, and there are also a ton of Whismurs in the cave, 2 different areas. So what I want to do is I want to go into the cave and catch a Whismur. That way I can come back out here after the Repel is worn off and catch a Pokemon in this grassy area. If a Whismur pops up, no big deal, I already caught one in the cave. I don't have to waste my catch for this area on a stupid Whismur. I think I've ventured too far into the grass. I really hope we don't get an encounter here. Run! Oh, sweet, okay. So yeah, we're gonna go pick up a Repel and heal up, and we'll be right back at it. Okay, just stocked up on a few items here, and we're gonna get right back at trying to rescue that Pico, or Wingull. God damn it, I keep calling it by that dude's nickname. He nicknamed this Wingull Pico, and that is not the Pokemon's name. Okay, so right here, this is a nice little trick that I have used in many of my Nuzlocks. If I don't want to catch a Pokemon in this area, or any area right away, I'll just use Repel, and then I'll come back to that area later if I've already caught a Pokemon that appears in here in a set area a lot. So like, for example, I do not want to catch a Whismur out here because there's a ton of them, but we're right about to go into a cave where where it's like 100% encounter for Whismur. So I'm gonna catch one in the cave. That way, when I come back out here, I don't have to worry about encountering one. Because if I do, you know, I already have one. I get 2 more chances to catch something else, and there are other useful Pokemon out here. All right. Let's go into this cave. There's the Wingull Rapist. Yeah, he like chases this thing around his little house, and I like to say he's trying to sexually assault it. Alright, let's pick up this item here. Pokeball, nice. Yeah, this is Whismur's cave here. It says Rust Turf Tunnel, but it is like Whismur Central here. No, I do not want to use another. Alright, Team Magma. Let's get it. Whismur. Oh no, I encountered a Whismur. I thought for sure I was starting a battle here. Alright, let's I hope I don't one hit KO him with this. Perfect. Perfect. I'm going to catch this guy, and I am going to name him a Pumbloom. Or just Pumbloom. That's another callback to the Game Grumps. One time, Aaron and JonTron, way back when JonTron was on the show, they were playing Pokemon Ruby version, and JonTron don't know about Pokemon. But he was like, just like making up stuff. He was like manic in that episode, and it was really pissing Aaron off, and he encountered this thing, and he was like, oh, it's a Pumbloom, and Aaron was like, you remember that episode where Ash catches a Pumbloom, and John was like, yeah, and he's like, no. Aaron's like, no you don't. Alright, Pumbloom, I'll probably never use you, but I still wanted to catch one in here. Alright, Pumbloom, welcome to the computer where you're gonna probably stay forever, because you are a pretty useless Pokemon. Well, I'm sure it's useful in some ways, but I'm not gonna use it. Alright, here we go. I meant to switch Wally back into the first spot, but whatever. It's actually a good thing I didn't, because this is a Dark-type Pokemon. I wouldn't have done any damage to it, because it is immune to Psychic. Alright, let's take his bad boy down. Odor Sleuth. Such a useless move. Like, ugh. I would never use that. Alright, 2 shots, not bad. Critical hit in there as well. Level 16, get ready to evolve. Yes. I'm gonna try and, like, not swear as much, and when I do drop F-bombs, I'm gonna bleep them out. Because if by the off chance that this video starts getting monetized, I do not want it to get demonetized from language complaints. Alright, Muddy Buddy is now going to evolve into Marshtomp. I love the dual typing. Mudkip is my favorite. One of my favorite starters in general, but absolutely the best Gen 3 starter. That immunity to electricity is just dope, and you can't really beat that. Wants to learn Mud Shot. Yeah, let's forget a move here. Its power is 55. It can reduce speed. We'll get rid of Growl. I never use that. Love these mud moves. They're so freaking cool. Alright, learn Mud Shot. This is just plain not right. The boss told me this would be a slick and easy job to pull. All I had to do was steal some parts from Devin. You want him back that badly? Then take them. And then he gave me the Devin parts. The items. Alright, and now the Pico Rapist. The Wingull Rapist, rather. He's gonna come get his Pokemon back. And this is the guy that's gonna give us a ride to the next island where we fight the second gym leader. Alright. Let's go. Continue on. First, we're gonna take on this hiker. When I played the Pokemon games for the first time, Blue version was the first one I had. I think I was like 7 years old, maybe? I used to think it was Hickers. I don't know why. I mean, it's just plain easy English, but when I was little, I didn't think they were hikers. I thought they were Hickers. And one day in school, me and my friends were talking Pokemon at the lunch table, and I was like, yeah, those Hickers with those Onyxes are tough, because I always started with Charmander, you know? I didn't have anything that was super effective against rock types. And they were like, what the f*** are Hickers? And I was like, you know, the big fat dudes, and they're like, that's hikers, you dumbass. So, yeah, it's a little, I'll never forget mispronouncing shit in video games all the time, but I think that was the worst. Alright, we're going to... Do I really want to put all this work into Dusty, Mine, and Ziggy when I'm probably not going to use them anymore? Yeah, let's just switch to Muddy Buddy. Continue to build him up as an animal. Oh man, he hung on with that sturdy. much, huh? Not familiar with that attack. Raises speed. That's pretty interesting. Just gonna go ahead and mud shot him. And there he goes. Yeah, I did not want to risk Wally. Defense stat isn't too high at this point with him. Alright, let's see our first Pokemon in this new area. I don't want to talk to you, I'm checking items. First Pokemon is Whismur. See what I mean? This is why I wanted to go into the cave and catch one. I wanted to clarify with the rule I have for catching doubles. It's not if I have it in my party. It's if I already had captured a Pokemon. Like, I already captured this Whismur, or if I go into an area and encounter a Wingull, I don't have to catch it. I have a total of 3 tries to catch something different in that said area. And, yeah, so, like, after this Whismur, I'll have 2 more tries. But at least I didn't have to catch, one of these things when there's a cave full of them right next door. Alright, let's see. Come on, give me something cool. And we got another Zigzagoon. Okay, so I got 1 more try to catch a Pokemon that I do not have. If this next encounter is a Pokemon that I already have, I have to catch it. It's just the way it goes. Also, I cannot use the daycare center. And I cannot, well, it goes without saying, I can't breed Pokemon. I also can't trade. But what I can do is, if I need to evolve a Pokemon that only evolves through trading, I can open up 2 screens with this emulator and trade it back and forth with myself. That way it doesn't gain boosted XP, it just evolves it. It's the only way I can do it. It's just a clause I'm throwing in here because I hate being stuck with something like a Graveler or, like a Kadabra, for example. It just sucks. Anyways, moving on. One last try. Let's try in this grass right here. Is it gonna give me something new? Nope, it's another Whismur. After all that work, I gotta catch another Whismur. Okay, so I gained a level on Wally while I was defeating these trainers here. Got him up to level 11. And, yeah, he can learn a Fairy-type move. I knew he was dual-typing, but back in the original Ruby version, he can't learn this move. And this is really cool. Only 40 power, but it does have that Fairy-typing, which is useful because Pokemon like Dragon-types are actually weak to Fairy. And not a lot of Fairy moves. I'm not used to using a lot of them anyway, because I'm used to a lot of the older generation games, and there weren't that many around. Alright, on to the next trainer battle here, and then we're gonna go give the Devon goods. Okay, so I delivered the Devon goods, but I forgot to stop by this guy's house and pick up the Cut HM. So I picked that up, and I'm gonna see if any of my Pokemon that I currently have on my team can learn it. If not, I'm gonna have to see if I have any in my computer that can learn it. And then we're gonna venture on. Okay, so I can teach it to Ziggy here. So yeah, he's gonna learn it, and then we're gonna go down and hitch a ride to the next island, the second gym leader. I think I missed an item up here. Let me double check. Yeah, there's definitely something up there. So I found a revive here on my way down to Mr. Bryony's house. And what I do with these is I just sell them. You know, you can't revive Pokemon in a Nuzlocke, so just an extra, I think it's 1,500, whatever the currency is in this game, I just call it dollars. And okay, so we made it to Mr. Bryony's house. Look at him chasing that poor Wingull around. It wants nothing to do with him. I can only imagine what he wants to do to the damn thing. Alright, Mr. Bryony, let's get a ride. Yeah, Dewford Island. Another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was, the Witcher series on Netflix recently came out, and my god, what an awesome series. I mean, the way they did the timeline with the episodes was a bit confusing, especially to people that don't know the lore, the names of certain areas, certain kingdoms, but if you at least know the source material, it is a great show. Well guys, I think that wraps it up for this episode. Next episode I plan on going to the cave, trying to find Stephen Stone, and then taking on the second gym leader. Until then, I'll see you in the next one.